Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. So what is changing next for you in your life? This is the theme and topic of this pick a card reading. As usual, you have 4 different piles to choose from, and you can choose according to the crystal if you want, or I have placed some divine doors to help you choose according to the image. But what do you need to know? What is changing next in your life? So, of course, based on law of attraction, because, well, that's something that I enjoy teaching and helping others with too. So, if you want to choose according to crystal, pile 1 is a Carnelian, pile 2 is Epidote, pile 3 is Howlite, pile 4 is a blue Fluorite. So, what is changing next for you? Let's find out. Pile 1. Hi, pile 1. Okay, so what is changing next? If you chose the Carnelian crystal, this also resonates with your sacral chakra. So whatever is changing next is changing, it's something that you are creating with your own energy. So if you were drawn to this divine door, let's put this over here off to the side and get your messages. What more do you need to know about what is changing? I think I want to start with the tarot. Okay, so these are major arcana and court cards only. The Emperor. Because if you believe that you have the power to change your world or to manifest anything, then we want to use the court cards and the major arcana to help you to manifest. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, it represents your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what you're choosing mentally to focus on is what's causing change in your life. So if you can take a moment, what is it that you're thinking about the most? Because if you're fixating on something, whether it's something that you fear or something that excites you, you are attracting more of this into your life. So you may actually be creating new thoughts or new awareness or new information, new realizations, which might be, what's the word I'm looking for? They're orchestrating or creating a powerful change. And this change most likely seems to be happening within you. Your perceptions are changing. And for those of you who feel like you're like in a particular situation, or you're, I don't want to say stuck in your home, but if you don't have the ability to go anywhere or like move anywhere else or something like that, if you are learning to rely on your own resources, meaning your internal resources as well, your thoughts, paying attention to what you're thinking about the most, then your current situation is also teaching you something. It's teaching you to become aware of how you're thinking, what you're thinking about, and you also have the power to change what you're thinking about, or you can change negative thoughts into positive ones. You can use the power of your mind to create positive change within yourself. And remember, change happens from you and your perceptions, what you are perceiving, and what you are thinking about the most. So I would say, looking at these cards, that you are creating a lot of change, but a lot of things that are changing are maybe your beliefs, the way that you think about something, the way you perceive the world. There's like huge changes that are happening. They're probably already happening within you. And so the more you change, or your perception of the rest of the world changes, the more your life is going to change too. So something you might want to take a moment to consider: do you believe that you have the power to change your life in a positive way? Or do you believe something different? Because this is what's going to make all the difference in the world. You can claim to use your power to change your life in positive ways or choose something differently. Yeah, it's the power of thought. So I hope that you are able to really notice the thoughts or the ideas that you're focusing on the most, because this is you asking for more of that to show up in your world. I would think that it could get to a point where your thoughts will be driving you crazy. So you also have the power to control your mind and to control your thoughts too in the process. That's why the Emperor is here. The Hierophant, death, like death of, death to the anxiety or the stress or the overthinking or the things that you're thinking about. You can choose how to think about something completely different. Wow. Okay. So we also have, there was another divine door that I pulled as a message for your pile. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. And the message here says, I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. So what's changing next? You are calling it to you based on what you're thinking about the most. So I hope that you realize that you have the power to attract to yourself absolutely everything that you need. So I would assume by these cards that presently what you think that you need or that you're looking for change or positive change in your life, you might be believing that this is beyond your control. But that couldn't be any more further from the truth. You have power and control over where you're directing your thoughts, your attention, and your energy. Just saying, okay. Maturity. So you're learning, you're growing, you're maturing, finding a way to balance your emotions or how to even use your emotions to attract or manifest what you actually need, what you really want. Okay, Jupiter is also working with you. So Jupiter can be the teacher or the trickster. It really depends on how you use that energy, how you use your mind, right? What thoughts or ideas you are giving energy to. Because Jupiter is going to expand everything that you're thinking about. So the more that you can think about positive change, the more you're going to attract positive change. Okay, and then there's also the second house, your resources, your values, what you believe. So the Ace of Swords here is even saying, this is the change that's happening for you next. Your ideas, how you perceive the world, how you see yourself, and what you're thinking about the most is also, I would think that your reality and your experiences are changing what you even believe is possible. Maybe you've never really believed that you had the power to change anything in your life. Perhaps that is changing too. And again, it's important to think about, how you react or respond to life, and the things that manifest in your daily reality is totally up to you. You can choose to use everything that shows up for you in a positive way, or you can choose to allow it to scare you. You can take power and control over anything that's changing that you're uncomfortable with, because you also have the power to change how you're thinking about it, how you're using this information, how you're using your mind. The power of the mind is amazing, to say the least. And I'm assuming if you chose group 1, you have the power to access your higher mind, your higher intelligence, which also exists inside of you, if you so choose. The trick is that you need seclusion to tune into your deeper inner self, your inner strength, to realize that you have all the power within you already to manifest change that you prefer to see in your life, in your world. So how many of you even realize that you have the power to do so? And if you don't believe that you have the power to change your life in a positive way, then maybe it's time for you to change what you believe. Because all of these cards are saying what you're wishing for, what is changing, is something that you think is outside of yourself, but everything starts inside of you from a thought. You plant the seed, you nurture it, you water it, it grows, it expands. Your awareness and your perceptions start to change to bring you new opportunities, new resources, new belief systems. Okay, this actually makes sense. So the thicket of thorns, what's changing, even this uncertainty. So your mind, by the way, could just be creating so many unnecessary thoughts that it's causing confusion or uncertainty. But remember, you do have power and control over your thoughts. It does take practice and focus to reclaim the power over yourself and your mind, rather than letting random thoughts to control your world. You can do this. You have the power to change that about yourself and use your mind and your thoughts in a powerful, co-creative way that can manifest your dreams or a better life, or something more specific that you are hoping for. You can use your mind to call everything to you. You don't have to go out there and do anything or get anything. Wow. Okay. So change is happening from you, your mind, your thoughts. The simplest explanation. It's changing in your perceptions. Perhaps you're one of the lucky ones. You are starting to perceive the 5D, which is something that you sense. It's not necessarily something that you see. It's not physical. It's not tangible. But it's creative, energetic potential. So I think the powers that be are waiting for you to realize this, that you can navigate the changes that happen in your life. But it also requires you to focus on right here, right now, the present moment. So, if you need assistance with that, feel free to reach out to me. I offer consults, readings, etc. But this is how I perceive what's changing in your life, the next positive change that's happening from you, and how you choose to navigate change. Wow. Pile 1, I hope you enjoyed this video reading and message. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. I wish you all a wonderful day. If you are drawn to another pile, there are probably more specific messages for you there as well, so feel free to choose. And otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 2. If you chose the Epidote crystal, so what is the next positive change happening for you? What's changing in your life? Okay, if you chose the Epidote, I'm going to put your crystal over here. So what do we need to know? Law of attraction, right? My favorite subject. And what is the power that you have to create positive change in your life? Curious minds want to know. Okay, so I pulled this card just as a cover image to help you choose. Okay, pile 2, what do we need to know? We're using the Tarot Illuminati, and these are all court cards, aces, and major arcana. What's changing? And what power and control do you have over the changes? Okay, so there's Ace of, okay, there's the Tower. Interesting that, okay. The next change or unexpected change, positive change that's happening in your life is based on something that you are feeling inspired to take action towards. Keep in mind the Wand's energy or fire energy is excitable, but it can also refer to fire, which is physical energy. It's an inspiration. It's you choosing to take action on something that is inspiring you. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I have to go here. So this is, what I find interesting is that you've got 2 infinity symbols in your pile as well. You've got Venus here. So pursuing your heart, pursuing your dreams, pursuing something that is manifesting new opportunity for you in your life, something that you love, something that you desire, something that you choose. But I'm thinking with the tarot card here, some new opportunity or source of inspiration is going to be triggering you to take action soon. But remember, first it starts with an inspiration, a feeling, an emotion, something that excites you. I would assume that based on these cards, it's your infinite connection with your higher self, your highest ideals, something that you prefer to be manifesting or experiencing next. But this is something that will bring you comfort. As you know, the Empress is enjoying all of the wonderful things that the earth has to offer. Okay, but there's also movement that's happening, which is part of this change. It's unexpected change. But it's positive. It's positive in the sense that if you choose to realize that you are the magician, using all of your energy, meaning your thoughts, your emotions, your free will to choose, and then taking action, moving towards something that you desire. And this is what's going to fuel that next positive change in your life. Now keep in mind, if you're not focusing on something positive, you can definitely manifest something negative. The choice is yours. You have the free will to navigate how you use this energy. But I really do feel like you're picking up on the energy of love, or maybe you are love itself. Maybe you consider yourself the Empress. Okay, so what's changing? Your path and potentials are also changing. This is something in your immediate future, right? Maybe something you've been focusing on, you're going to be redirected suddenly, unexpectedly. I don't know, to follow something new, to follow something different. And I would also say with the Alchemist here and the Strength card, there's like this inner sense of knowing, this inner knowing that you're feeling a calling towards. And even if this new opportunity or path or trail hasn't revealed itself to you, you probably are already feeling it. You're sensing that something is about to change, but you're still waiting for that opportunity to present itself to you. Wow. So when it presents itself to you, you're definitely going to know, you're definitely going to feel it. It will inspire you to take action, to seek more information, or whatever this is that shows up for you. Okay. So here's your actual divine door that I pulled for your pile with the message. So when I look at this card, and I know that these are just columns and pillars, but to me it looks like different timelines or different portals, many different opportunities, many different options for you to choose from. Choices. And look at this, there's a hole in the ceiling, right? So your infinite connection, as above, so below. I feel like you're tapping into higher universal resources, for a lack of a better way to describe it. Okay, and at the same time, so the message on your divine door, patience. Okay, everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So something maybe recently has happened that has scattered your attention. Maybe your reality is changing. You're not quite sure what to choose. And so at the moment, it's best to just practice patience while you're waiting for this new source of inspiration. But you can redirect this new path for yourself when you choose to focus on what it is that you love and what you want to experience next. Do you want to change your reality? What is it that you truly desire to attract into your world? Something to think about. And I think that if right now you don't really have an option to choose, to do anything, if you're waiting, if you're searching, if you're looking, if you're watching, it's putting you in the perfect space to make sure that this is what you want to attract into your world. So what is it that you're trying to manifest? And will you attract what you want, or will you manifest what you need? So do you want what it is that you actually need to experience? Or would you rather manifest something different? Something to think about. So the conditioning card further complements these. You're being prepared by, yourself, your higher self, your higher mind, your spirit guides or the angels. Your current conditions, right? Your current reality is preparing you while also reminding you to remain patient. It's not quite time to, take that action, to follow that, because I think you're still waiting for the source of inspiration to move you, right? I feel like it's going to touch your heart. Saturn, okay, being patient, but also Saturn as a transit is reminding you to be practical and realistic about your expectations. Whatever opportunity is showing up next is something, when you choose, you're going to have to take full responsibility for. So it'd be helpful for you to know or understand where Saturn is currently transiting in your current chart. And of course, natal astrology is important too, because your natal Saturn will indicate your whole life's theme, what you're learning how to become responsible for something. Okay, your faith, your hidden tendencies. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's something hidden that you are desiring, and maybe you don't really understand where that impulse comes from, but you're seeking something, maybe something outside of yourself. But your infinite connection with your higher self is wanting you to remember that you already have everything within you. You just might currently be feeling isolated or like you're separated from something else or someone else, because that's what this earth reality allows you to experience. I feel like group number 2, this next change that's happening in your life is going to pop your bubble. So some of you need to have your bubble of reality popped so that you can realize the truth about maybe something that you've been searching for or you've been pursuing, that you've been trying to manifest, but that isn't necessarily what is manifesting for you. So there might be a little bit of uncertainty, or I don't want to call it delusion, but I guess that's a possibility. Yeah, I feel like the truth is going to be revealed to you soon. Pile number 2. But you're being prepared to see the truth about something that you've been wishing for or trying to manifest. Okay. So there's there's something hidden deep within you that you are probably longing for. You're calling out to something else or someone else because perhaps you feel like you need to unite or reunite with someone else. Like, to me, this kind of refers to, it resonates with those on a twin flame journey. But the truth of the matter is, this next positive change might pop your bubble and make you realize that you're the one that you've been seeking all along. So if you're not ready to see the truth of your situation, your reality, or what you're trying to manifest, then sorry. I think the universe, your reality is about to show you the truth. But honestly, you really need to see the truth. You need to know the truth. so that you can just focus on the things that are right there in front of you, around you, in your immediate surroundings. Everything that is available to you right now is already loving you. It's already supporting you. So maybe this whole, whatever is changing in your life soon, is reminding you that it's time for you to take responsibility for your own, right here, right now, where you're at, without the need to have someone else to do it for you. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. So dropping truth bombs here. So what more do we need to know? Okay. The stag spirit leadership. So the next positive change is actually, this is your creative independence. You are creating a new life, a new reality for yourself, and that's the next positive change that is going to be manifesting for you. But again, going back to these other cards, this patience, you've been trying to navigate patience, especially if you've been thinking that you're waiting, that you need someone else in your life in order to be happy, but there's something creative that you're supposed to be taking responsibility for that perhaps you haven't been taking responsibility for, or maybe you don't want to, maybe you're afraid of that. But the powers that be in this next positive change is, it's igniting you and your soul and your inner creativity to take charge, become the leader of yourself, of your life, of your reality. Because doing so, you're going to also realize that you have the power to manifest any sort of change that you wish to create. Wow. So you can love yourself, focus on yourself, your own independence, your own creativity, your passions, your joys, for the purpose of changing your life, changing your reality, or manifesting, attracting something new. And remember, what manifests for you is what you need for the sake of your reality, for the sake of your experience, to help you become the leader of your own life, to help you to take responsibility for yourself, your situation, your choices, your path, your future. I think you are here to realize that you are here to inspire you. So stop giving your power away to something else or someone else, because you already have everything within you to create a better life experience, a better reality for yourself. Okay, pile 2. These are your messages. Again, law of attraction. So energy goes where your attention flows. And so this new source of inspiration or excitement is going to be revealed to you soon. It's going to reveal the truth. And it's also going to put you in the perfect position to have to choose. And this might be something that you're going to have to choose on your own, too. So are you ready? You're being prepared for this. You're being prepared for this significant, empowering change in your reality. So I hope you're ready. Pile number 2. I'm loving your messages. I hope this doesn't cause you fear. There's nothing to be afraid of, because you have everything within you already to create a beautiful life for yourself. And once you do that, and once you have that for yourself on your own, that's when you're naturally just going to attract anything else, because like attracts like. So you will attract more of who you are and what you need and what you desire when you choose to become that. So if you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to share your comments and insights as well. If any of you would like to learn more about how to use your astrology or your numerology, the powers that be, to manifest using law of attraction, if you want to learn more about your life purpose, or your astrology, your transits, feel free to reach out to me. I offer 3 different kinds of readings: live or pre-recorded. It really just kind of depends on how much specific information you really want to know. So all 3 separate links are in the comment section below, and also in the information on this video. So, pile 2, how is this resonating for you? Are you ready? If you were drawn to another pile, please do feel free to pick another pile, and let's find out what other positive change is happening for you soon. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 3. So what is the next positive change happening in your life? Let's find out. If you were drawn to this Howlite crystal, I'm going to put your crystal over here. So what is the next potential change happening for you? What is manifesting in your world? If you were drawn to this divine door, I just pulled it to help you to choose your pile. So I'm going to set that over here. So pile 3, what do we need to know? We are starting with the Tarot Illuminati, and these are court cards, major arcana, and aces only, because, well, when it comes to law of attraction and manifesting positive change, it's really important to work with the best of what is available to you. Or at least that's just my opinion. You have the Wheel, the Ace of Cups, the Moon, the Chariot, and the Hermit. Okay, so the next positive change. The next thing that's changing in your life is kind of beyond your control. You might be hoping or wishing for something, but what is changing your reality in your immediate future are, well, it's based on your birthday. So look at your astrology, your numerology, look at your cycles, the current cycles. Of course, understanding your natal charts is very helpful as well to understand your entire life's theme. But there's something new that is manifesting for you. It's hidden. You don't yet see it. But it's definitely realigning you on your best potential path. Some of you might be experiencing like an awakening of sorts. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So it's changing. I feel like for some of you, there's something new that you're ready to learn or to explore or to experience. And it might feel like a completely new path, a completely new existence, because I feel like how you are perceiving the world or yourself is also changing. It's strange because what I feel with pile number 3, I feel like you're going through some sort of psychological transition. And so some of you might be wondering what the heck is going on. But I think in the bigger picture, what's changing within you and in your life is that you're about to start seeking something new and something different. And so the universe is aligning this for you. And the universe, when I refer to that, I'm referring to your birthday, your astrology, your soul's purpose. Because surely you know that when you came into this life, you chose the specific timeline and all of these potentials for you to explore. But you already knew that already, right? So what's coming in for you is something that you already know at a soul level. But if you're focusing up more on like your physical self or the reality right there in front of you, or if you're struggling with power or lack of power or powerlessness or something like that, or uncertainty, then I feel like something is waking you up. And it's going to intrigue you, right? Pay attention to the signs, follow the light, follow the inspiration. Okay, So this is your actual divine door with a message for your pile. So pile number 3. Okay. Inner power, of course. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Interesting. I was just talking about being powerful or powerless. So your inner power, inner strength. Oh, in a weird sort of way, what's changing, this positive change, is your inner self, your inner being, which would make sense, especially if you've been called towards meditation, present moment awareness, right? Those sorts of things. Okay. What more do we need to know? Ripeness. To me, this ripeness card represents abundance, the fullness of the experience. Okay. And so even with the astrology oracle, who you are, what you desire, and the actions that you take, this is all changing. First house, astrology, your personality, how you see yourself, how you choose, the choices that you have to choose from to create positive change in your life. So what's happening right now is, okay, so it's like your inner self is changing. And maybe even what you once thought you had the power, you had no power over choosing or changing or redirecting in your life, that's changing too. I feel like you're waking up. You're waking up to the truth about yourself, your life, your purpose, your soul. Look at this. Act like a leader. Demonstrate. Okay, so you were discovering how to become the leader of your own life, or you were realizing that you are the leader of your own life based on your choices, what you focus on, what you love, what you put your energy to, and what you pursue, what you take action towards. Law of attraction. So I would say the positive change that's happening for you soon is based on, well, Jupiter. It could be also Saturn. It really just kind of depends on your personal astrology and how it affects your reality. But this could be Jupiter expanding, bringing you new opportunities to learn, to explore, to study, to experience, to feel. Oh, so how do you deal with your reality, like on the inside? When something in your external reality or in the world around you changes, how do you deal with that on the inside? Because this is what's changing. Okay, so you're being put in the position to reclaim your inner power, to stand strong from where you're at right now. You are becoming the observer. Oh, interesting. So it's almost like you're becoming the observer of your life and your reality. Like you're in the front row seat of the movie theater, or maybe in the front row of the roller coaster. You're watching that life movie roll by, and just watching as life on the planet is manifesting different experiences everywhere else. But I feel like you're becoming the watcher. And that sounds kind of creepy, doesn't it? So I don't mean to make it sound creepy. But I feel like what's changing is you're becoming more isolated, maybe reclusive, right? Being in your own space. But you're also being protected from harm. And maybe this has already begun, right? Maybe this is something that's already changing, and perhaps you didn't see it in that way. Maybe you feel like you're being like pushed out or restricted or limited or separated from everyone else. But in fact, what's happening is your universe, which your soul created, this opportunity and experience for you, is protecting you while the earth is going through changes. And so that is truly a blessing from my perspective. So what do you have the inner power to create or change in your immediate reality? Something to think about. You can become the leader, you can act like a leader, you can change who you are, you can shine your light, right? To help other people or show up for other people. But then you also have the ability, the choice to go back to your protective space. Beauty. Okay. So to me, looking at this image, it represents like living with grace, enjoying the beauty of life, the beauty of existence in all of its simplicity. I feel like this is somewhere that you're going. Maybe you're already here, living in solitude, living in nature. Some of you might be thinking that you need something more or something else, or you're wanting something different. But do you really want to put yourself out there in that chaos? Or would you rather be the observer, watching it from the safety and the comfort of your current home location? Something to think about. So these positive changes are also, I don't want to say they're aligning you with abundance, but this is what abundance truly represents. The power of energy that you have to manifest what you need to keep you in this protective space. Okay, so, are there any more messages here for... I know I keep moving the cards around. Sometimes touching the cards helps. Oh, the magic is on the inside. Oh my gosh, okay. I knew there was something else. You already are what you seek. You have everything within you to create any kind of positive change in your life. But first it starts within you. And then it will affect, the outer world. But you have the power to call everything to you, to manifest absolutely everything that you need. That will help you stay safe, protected, in the comfort of your own home, right? You can still show up for the rest of the world if you want, through the internet, right? That's one of the amazing, wonderful things about the internet, is that you can participate with that from the comfort of your own home, your own space. I'm just curious what this divine door says. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Trust the universe. Right, the universe at play. Timing is not yours. The universe is at play. Trust the universe. Pile 3. So this is probably what is happening right now, the next positive change. So some of you might be waiting for a new home or looking for a new home. If that's what is best for you, that's what's going to happen. But otherwise, if that's not what's best for you, trust the universe. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be at this time. Allow the world to change around you without being, affected. You know what I mean. Become the watcher, become the observer, the experiencer. Yeah, I think blessings are happening for you right now to keep you safe. That's really what I believe. So, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this pick a card reading. Surely the law of attraction, you're naturally going to attract what you need. So there is a certain aspect of yourself or your higher self or your soul that has called all of this to you in your current situation. Surely you know that. At least I hope that you do. So if you enjoyed this video reading, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 4. Okay, so what is the next positive change happening for you? Let's find out. If you chose the blue fluorite crystal, I'm going to put your crystal over here for the moment. Okay, and I just pulled this divine door to help you choose your pile. So I'm going to put this over here as well. Okay, pile 4, the next positive change happening from you. This is a law of attraction, pick a card reading. So what is manifesting? What is changing? So we're using the Tarot Illuminati, which are the court cards, the major arcana, and or aces. Because to manifest the best, you must work with the best energy, right? Also, work with the best cards that allow you the power to change your life or to create or manifest what you really desire. Okay, the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, the Sun, and Justice. So in another pile, we already have the Divine Door that said, by your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. And then with your pile, Justice, you should expect that you're going to manifest and receive everything that you need to be happy and live simply, right? Without care, without stress, without anxiety, without worry. Is this something that you choose to experience? Pile number 4. So it's going to be an opportunity. It could be a gift that is being sent to you. Let's look at the other card. Okay, this is your actual Divine Door message. I know what this one is. I don't remember the message, but okay. Yes. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Freedom. Trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. If you can choose to navigate life free from worry, stress, anxiety, free from the need, or feeling like you need anything or want anything, you're just simply enjoying the isness of the moment. Is that even a term? You're enjoying the isness. Enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the moment, enjoying your experience. Wow. But the Ace of Pentacles, it creates opportunity. It's energy, it's movement, it's earth energy. So obviously the other piles were fire, water, and air. And so pile 4, it's earth. Trust that you're going to manifest what you need, well, to survive on the earth. The resources. Okay, that's what this is saying. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. I really do feel like this positive change that's happening for you, well, I see it as positive change. I guess you might not see it in that way. But you are being set free from your earth-bound attachments to things, to people, to emotions, to struggle. And so you might still be in the process of going through this change, this liberation. But if your soul is ready to leap and to fly, what more is there that you want to discover or experience or to learn without attachment to receiving something? You see what I mean? Without expecting to get something physical or tangible. It's abundance. So abundance is starting to show up in your life. And there's a big difference between working with abundance, which is energy, and like trying to keep and maintain control over financial resources, right? Physical things, structures that make you feel comfortable, safe. Your soul is ready to leap and fly. So your soul, this might sound weird, your soul is ready to detach from your physical body. I realize if that actually happens, death might occur. But I think there are more and more people nowadays who are having out-of-body experiences. So I suppose, and I'm just going to share this really quickly, I haven't had the experience, but I suppose there's a way that you can get your brain into a certain frequency that you can allow your soul to separate from your body, but it's still connected to your heart, which is keeping you alive. So some of you, maybe this is what you're going to be experiencing soon, like an OBE, but you can control that. Now, I don't really have any interest in doing that. I kind of like my earth experience. But there's some sort of liberation and freedom and disconnection to your attachments to everything that is really coming across strongly here. So let's look at your other cards. It's important for you to know, okay, postponement, slow down, pay attention. Your soul is ready to leap and to fly. I feel like at this time in your life, this positive change that's happening in your reality is really just setting you free from all of those tangible, earthbound responsibilities, hardships, stress, etc., so that you can just live your life simply and free from the yuck, right? That's my favorite term. Okay, your destiny, where you're going, your career. So there's something more here that your soul longs to experience, and it's completely different from your usual 3D career. I'm just going to put it that way. Your destiny, where you're going. So this is like a separation. Your soul's purpose is now in charge. Maybe your ego is realizing that you no longer have control over certain things in your life that have made you feel safe and secure. So you're going to have to kind of surrender to your soul, because your soul knows better anyway, aka your higher self, your intelligence, your higher mind. In the least, most of you are probably hoping for freedom, but if you're still expecting to receive something else to attach to that's going to make you feel like you're in control in order to navigate freedom, then I don't really know that that's what's going to show up for you. The opportunity is going to show up for you, but if you have to detach from your physical expectations, then there is nothing really here for you to attach to. Interesting. Okay, so this is communication. Pay attention to your thoughts. Become aware of your thoughts, your destiny. So again, I feel like what's changing is kind of beyond your ego's needs to stay in control or to control things. Okay. Even the wild rose fairy wants to be free to roam, to love. Look at this, number 47, aka 11, enlightenment. It could be a portal, it could be an opportunity, it's definitely an energy, something new that you've never experienced before, freedom. So this next positive change is something that your soul desires. So you feel a calling for this. And however it's going to show up in your personal realities depends on what you're focusing on the most. But I don't think the universe wants you to fear. And the universe, I'm meaning you, because you are the extension of the universe. The universe already exists inside of you. So in a sense, you could say that the universe, or the source of all things, right, is experiencing it. It's wanting to experience this freedom through you, your body, your physical eyes, this 3D reality. Or is it 3D? Is something calling you across that rainbow bridge, that spiritual connection to the 5D, the rainbow energy, the rainbow body, the rainbow wave? Has nothing to do with gender, by the way. Except for those, of course, in newer generations that choose to use the rainbow to describe their personality. But technically, the rainbow is the prism of all of the colors, all of the realms, all of the dimensions, all of your creative potential. I feel like this is a spiritual experience. You can say yes to this, or you can resist it. But wouldn't you rather just free yourself and enjoy this life experience? Because I feel like some of you are going to still choose the need to hold on to control of something that you think that you need to feel safe. But honestly, considering the events that are happening all across the world, is there really anything that can help any of us feel safe anymore? Surrender to the simplicity, the enjoyment, the abundance of life, and allow it to pull you into a new reality, a new experience where the universe is saying yes to everything for you. You don't even have to worry. Maybe you don't even have to choose. You just have to surrender to it. Okay, so this is your destiny. And keep in mind, this is a pick a card reading with oracle cards. So, you can choose how you navigate your new reality. How do you wish to experience that? How does it feel to you? What would you like to explore? If you have the freedom to choose, what will you choose next? Curious minds want to know. So amazing positive changes and freedom and abundance. That's what's changing for you, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed your video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. And, well, have a wonderful day wherever you are on the planet. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now.